Louis Vuitton rings, are they good? Are they bad? I'm about to spill all the tea. Hello my friends, Jetronist here. In today's video, I sadly don't have an item to show you. Why? Because I returned it. I didn't think it was worth the price. But wait, don't leave yet, because you guys know, if you're familiar with my videos, I love to take up close mug shots of products and items, and of course I got you covered. I did take some video clips before returning it. All right, so here it is. These are called the Louis Vuitton instant set of 2 rings. It does retail for $475 USD, and you are getting 2 rings instead of 1, which is a good deal in the Louis Vuitton world, because if you do look at their other rings, usually one ring costs $400 already. It's kind of like you're buying 2 for the price of 1. The 2 set of rings come with 1 silver and 1 gold. The silver does have the classic monogram flowers all over it, and the gold has the Louis Vuitton initial with the engraving of the Louis Vuitton Paris signature in the back. These 2 rings does come in 2 sizes, the medium size and the large size, which I'm gonna complain about a little bit later on in the video, because what does that really mean? Medium and large. The rings are made from some sort of metal. Louis Vuitton doesn't specifically say what type of metal, so there's that. Before I do tell you guys why I returned it, let me give you a backstory of why I kind of quickly bought it in the first place. So about 3 to 4 months ago, Louis Vuitton did release these 2 other rings called the You and Me rings. I freaking love it. I regret like not jumping on quicker or like faster enough. When I saw it online, I tried to ask my SA if she could place an order for me, and sadly it was discontinued. I kind of figured they only made like a limited quantity of it, and I was so devastated because, I don't know, there's just something about the Louis Vuitton using the cursive handwritten font. It just, and then the Louis Vuitton monogram flowers. Tell me it's not cute. Like, I just think I would have definitely kept it. But yeah, those rings did retail the same price. I believe it was $475 also. But instead of having 2 rings that are the same size, you are getting one that is a little bit shorter in thickness, which I kind of like. I don't know, the thicker band and the skinnier band. Fast forwarding 3 to 4 months later, or present time, Louis Vuitton decided to re-release a double stack rings, which are the instant rings, and of course I just had to buy it. Now I got lucky enough that they did have another restock online. Unfortunately I wasn't able to get the size medium. I was only able to get the size large, and I just went with it because I wasn't sure what those 2 sizes measure to. Again, more on that later. But yeah, I just went with the size large, hoping it will fit one of my fingers. Now, when these rings came to my house, I opened the box, the dust bag. I did like it. Super cute. It looks so dope. I see why it sold out pretty fast. If I had play money, you know, just free money laying around, I probably would have kept it. But I kind of knew inside, like my instinct was like, I don't think you will be keeping it. All right, moving on to some of the cons. And again, these are just my opinion. Okay, take it with a grain of salt. All right, but I'm just gonna list the obvious. So the first con of these rings, I have to say, is how they felt. It did have like a nice substantial weight to them. It's not too heavy, it's not too light. I don't know, it's just something about the material. It felt kind of a little bit cheap. Again, we know that the rings are made from some type of metal material, but what kind of metals are you really using? You know, is it waterproof? Is it sweat proof? Can I wear this to the shower? I mean, like, I want to know. For $500, felt almost kind of like something you would get from Zara or like H&M. I'm not being shady. I'm telling you guys the truth. That's one aspect of it. The second con is the sizing. Obviously, throughout the video, you guys heard me complaining about the sizing a little bit. Again, I got the size large because medium was sold out. Thankfully, size large does fit on my index finger, which is great. But when I did double stack it, the top one was a little bit loose. So obviously I can't wear those 2 rings together. I would have to alternate or just wear one on each index finger. Now here's the problem with the sizing. On the website, they don't tell you what size large or size medium measure to. And it's kind of hard to figure what size you are when you don't know, right? Now here's a quick reference. For me, I do wear a size 8 on my ring finger. On my middle and index finger, I usually go to size 9. 9. I do think size large measure to about 9.5 to 10. So if you are between those two sizes, I think it will fit your finger pretty nice. Size medium does fit about probably 8.5 to 9, okay, just based from looking at size large. Moving on to the third reason, when these two rings came, I was hoping that the rings may come in like a nice box with a cushion pillow, but it really just came in a dust bag and I was very surprised. It's not the end of the world, but the problem here is that because it is two metal rings in a dust bag, what ends up happening is it clings together, and what that can cause is scratches on the rings, and that is exactly what happened to the gold one. So the gold one, I don't know if you can see in the demo video, but there is a nice fine hairline scratch already on it. If I'm already seeing scratches here, I can't imagine what these rings will look like in the future. It's gonna look ugly, and also you're gonna lose the value. Even if you do want to sell these rings in the future, you're not really going to get your money back. Number 4, now this is probably just me. I think the gold one looks a little bit too plain. You can argue that, oh, it looks kind of nice with just the LV logo there, but I felt like it was missing something. I just think there's just too much space wasted. It's just all gold, and it doesn't really look like it would be a Louis Vuitton ring. They could have done more design onto the gold. A little too plain for me. You know, if I'm paying $500, I kind of want it wha-bam in your face. Last but not least, the last con, I think overall in general, I had my heart on the You and Me rings. It just still looks cute to me. I still want it. Going back to the instant rings, I don't think there's anything wrong with these two rings. You do get a silver and a gold, but I don't know, there's just something different about it. It just wasn't singing to me. I didn't want to keep something that I just didn't love to the fullest. So there you have it, guys. That is my very first impression of owning Louis Vuitton jewelry, especially in rings. Again, I do think these rings are so cute. All right, they did sell out, so I'm not surprised there, but I don't know, I just felt like for the price, I much rather spend it on two SLGs, to be honest. SLGs, I mean, they just last forever, and knowing that these are costume jewelry, wear and tear would definitely show faster than owning an SLG, and again, the value will definitely go down. I hope this video is very helpful for you if you are determining to buy any rings from Louis Vuitton or their jewelry. I was doing a lot of research and there was no video on rings. A lot of the videos were just first impression and just unboxing. I kind of wanted to know like the pros, the cons, how well does it wear, does it fit, you know, measurements, such like that, and no one really gave their input. So hopefully this video was pretty educational and there was a lot of information you gained from this. But yeah, with that being said, if you're new here, please consider subscribing to my channel, give this video a thumbs up because it will help me in the long run, and of course I will talk to you guys soon in the next. Have a great one. Bye.